Hey, this is Joshua Jarvis with GeorgiaHomesDigest.com, and I'm so excited. We just got done with the recent study in the past 2 weeks. This is something the Jarvis team did at GeorgiaHomesDigest.com that we did, and we studied 8 popular cities outside of Atlanta. And what we discovered was that if a home seller could sell their home in the first 30 days, they would net the most amount of money, meaning they would take the fattest check home to the table. And we studied along a wide range of areas, but basically these 8 cities and the last 6 months of data, basically. So this wasn't just the last month. This was the 6 months of data. In many of the data sets, we had over 500 homes to create our averages. So, for instance, if you sell your home and you live in Duluth, Georgia, and you can sell it in the first 30 days, meaning you price it aggressively, you're going to get somewhere around the neighborhood of 103% of your asking price. So if you list it at 100, you're going to get a $103,000 offer based on the average study. And so what happens after those 30 days, because we just did an article about this, it kind of goes into more detail, and it also has the chart on the post as well. So this is at GeorgiaHomesDigest.com. And but if you go back in and you actually look at it, so every 30 days you're losing somewhere in the neighborhood of 3%. So if you live in a $200,000 house, every 30 days that you're sitting on it, it's going to be another $6,000 more than likely off of what you're going to end up selling it for. And so you fast forward to 120 days. That's 4 months. Okay, so the average listing lasts somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 months from what we could tell. And so if you're listing a house for 6 months and you're on month 4, you're already getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 89 to 91% of what you listed it for. So if you listed it at 200, you're probably down in the 180s now. That's really dangerous because when you start to look at where we have the most inventory, it's in the higher end prices. So if we're at a $500,000 house, for instance, and you're sitting on it for 120 days, you need to be in the 4s already. Hopefully that's starting to sit in. So definitely when people ask me, should I leave enough room to negotiate or should I price it as low as I possibly can and just not have any room for negotiations? It's always the latter. Price it as aggressively as you can because that's what you're going to get the most out of it. And like I said, it proved out over 8 different cities. These weren't just Lawrenceville. It wasn't just Swanee. It was Marietta as well, Alpharetta, Roswell. All of the cities that are outside of Atlanta, we tried to look at, like I said, popular cities that had a lot of sales. So I'm also going to do another video on this and talk to short sale sellers as well and how this relates to them. So thanks for watching.